Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Doc Hertz of God's Ministry. Just want to take a moment of your time to where I'm going to speak about getting ready for like I guess you would call it a mini conference in July the 12th and the 13th. July the 12th and the 13th in the city of Alexandria. And on Friday, we'll be having ministry at God's Vision Ministry, 2912 Willow Glen Road at 7 p.m. And the speaker is to be announced. Also, on the 13th, we'll be having 9 a.m. that morning. We're going to have a technology, I guess, talking to be at the Hotel Bentley on DeSoto Avenue, downtown Alexandria, the historic Hotel Bentley downtown at 9 a.m. And I believe we'll be in the Roberts Room. And we want you, welcome you to come out, but you have to give us notice because seating will be limited. And so once it's, we've given the free, it's free to come. Or once we've given the tickets out, there won't be any more. So you need a ticket to enter. And so therefore, all seats are going to be taken. So we ask you, encourage you to get in and register early so that you can get your ticket and be part of this technological summit. We're going to talk about YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all these things. And we want to talk about technology because technology is a system of tools, a man that makes things easier. For the instance, they say it's like a hammer. A hammer is a tool that makes breaking rocks or nailing something much easier. And technology has developed to a point where we have the internet, we have the cell phones. And I want you to understand that when every time, if you look throughout generations, when a new tool or technology came out, people were afraid that it was the end of time. And I want to show you something. If you ever remember the movies, you would see a guy in a cave, and he was a cave dweller. And the first time he saw fire, and he saw the fire, you see him run from the fire because they're afraid of it. But then once you begin to use the fire, you begin to realize that it was a tool, and people can run from it and then begin to utilize it. And I have seen it in my day coming up. People thought that when you first come out with radios and they came out with taking photographs and what they call moving pictures, they would say, "Oh, it's from the devil. Oh, it's of hell." Listen to radios. Oh my God, what is coming to? And each time I remember going to looking at the microwave ovens, people were just afraid of the microwave oven. People are afraid of 5G technology. People are afraid of new medicines. Of going to outer space, of going across the oceans. But with the development of technology through everything, the fear begins to wane and then the possibilities begin to come alive. Now, let me say this, that's not that new technology does not bring something that can be devastating, traumatic, harmful, hurtful, or even sinful. But with that, the word of God says that God had made and created everything to be good. And so just as you can use fire for evil, you can use it for good. And it's the same with technology. Do you use it? You can use it for evil or you can use a technology for good. And that's what I want you to realize is that once you move beyond the detrimental things of technology and begin to go into the positive things, it's like if you're watching movies, perhaps, and you begin to go into the X-rated world of movies, it could become devastating to you. It could be harmful and traumatic to you. It could be life ruining for you. But if you go into technology and you're looking at the positive things in life, then in technology, you begin to open up and see what it has to offer in technology. And that's where I'm at, looking at the possibilities. Now, how only do we use technology in our lives, but how we use technology in a positive way, how we use technology in a way that uplifts and brings out the best. Mass communication with technology, like take an iPad, take a cell phone, take this laptop, and take a desktop, and we can go and transmit all over the world. We can be seen in many countries at many times. And so the technology is there. And so I suggest we use it. And I want to show the mainly the people of the church body how to take this technology to reach the lost, how to take the iPads, the cell phone, because everywhere you go, you'll see people. And I don't care if it's a child, most of them, they're going to have a cell phone. They'll have it in their hands. If you went to any stadium, any store, people have cell phones. I would say people have probably as many cell phones as they probably got automobiles. And with that, you have a way to communicate and reach people. There was a time we was in vacationing in Florida, and it was maybe in the last 2 years. And all of a sudden there was an alert went out on the phone, and almost everybody in the store, you heard this beeping and buzzing, phones going off. My phone was going off, my wife's phone was going off. Now, we were from another state, and everybody in the store phone started beeping, going off. It was an alert. A guy had escaped from a prison, him and one of the staff workers in Florida. But the amazing part was they were able to beat my phone, my wife's phone, and we weren't from Florida. We were from another state with another area code, but our phones went off. Technology can be used for good, and it also can be used for evil. Then with that, I want you to understand that we want to use it for good, and you need somebody to pave the way. And we may go into depth, and I spend hours and hours and years in technology. And what I want to do is make it easier for use, because sometimes people are they're not going to go through the long processes of editing, videoing, and doing different things with technology. And I want to show you how you can use technology. Just can you imagine, some of you had a professional, if you had a professional secretary, what, and you had that professional secretary to travel with you, how much would it cost you financially? How much would it cost you to travel with your personal financial secretary? If you went on a 3-day trip and you stayed in a motel and you had your secretary take notes, dictate, keep minutes, and do that, how much would that cost you? You'd have to pay for the room. You have to pay for a phone, for their food. You'd also have to pay for overtime for them working for you. I mean, the bill could run out astronomical. Well, we have technology at our fingertips where you can just have a secretary that takes down your notes, gives you assignment, write out and keeps minutes, and it's available. And you may not believe it, but you can get it at a fraction of the cost. Some of the cost of some of the technology that you may have to group together could run about, I would say, $29 a month for one, and you couple it with another one, and it may be $16 in another one. So say you pay uh, 70 dollars a month for the technology with your different tools. $70 a month. You couldn't. How long would you have a professional secretary at $70 maybe 3 hours, and for a whole 30 days, you have your professional secretary morning, noon, and night, that to make your job easier. But if you don't know how to do it, or it's so complicated, because some people don't have the time to know it, so we're going to streamline it, and we're going to make it easier for you with a step-by-step process. Also, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to go into the field of OBS. That way, you can take your technology and edit it so that you can do your podcast, so you do your broadcast, and make it more efficient. And you realize that you don't need hundreds of thousands of subscribers to be successful uh, with your message and also with your income stream that you develop from this technology. And so, with that, uh, that's my part of technology. And get ready for the June the 13th, June the 12th, but the 13th technology is going to be at the Hotel Bentley in the city of Alexandria. And I would just say this: maybe when most of you get this video, uh, if we don't, if we run out of room, we will let you know when we're going to have another event. And so those of you stick with me through all of the different broadcasts we have. We have different media streams, and come, go with us and grow with us. And let's just continue to go on. Don't be afraid of technology. Embrace it. Take the good and shun the evil. And do your best to make somebody in your life better. With that, I'll say adieu.